An Obama-appointed judge just placed an unprecedented gag order on Trump in a move that even has experts stunned. This is The Brink. And folks, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like me and you like what we do here. And if you love it, you can also become a Daily Caller Patriot. There's a link in the description below. Remember, holiday season is right around the corner. There is no better gift than the gift that keeps on giving. So sign up today. So Judge Tanya Chutkan, she issued a gag order on Monday that basically said that Trump cannot make certain comments about Jack Smith, the witnesses, court personnel, or staff. Never, and I mean never, has a former president who is also running to be president again been told that his First Amendment right during an election year is restricted. Now, maybe you're like, none of those people really seem that important, but I just want you to remember who one of those witnesses is. It's Mike Pence. Mike Pence, who is Donald Trump's vice president. Mike Pence, who is running to challenge Donald Trump for the primary. And while the judge said that, Trump can still make comments about Mike Pence, comments are not allowed to pertain to the case. But the case itself is a huge part of the election. Whether or not you agree with Trump's take on it, it is part of what his messaging is. And then you put that aside, okay? You have a judge saying that a defendant who is innocent until proven guilty, right? At least that's, still the way we're supposed to operate in America, cannot criticize a prosecutor that, for all we know, could be trying an innocent man for political purposes. The thing about gag orders, at least in Congress, is they have been around since, the early-ish 1800s, like 1830s kind of. Now, granted, it was in regard to slavery, but I do want to bring up a quote from John Quincy Adams because it's so pertinent, okay? He was gagged at one point too, but the sentiment that he shared, it just feels relevant. The right of petition is essential to the very existence of government. It is the right of the people over the government. It is their right, and they may not be deprived of it. Now, Trump is similarly wanting to petition the government and is being gagged. He's not allowed to do it. I can only imagine what our forefathers would think of a man who has been just conveniently indicted several times in an election year for stuff that's either out of statute or stuff that has, limited evidence and is now being told he can't talk about it. Now over to Palestine, because I just want to talk about something that I think does not get enough attention in my opinion. So the Palestinian Authority, they will be rewarding, yes, you heard that right, rewarding Hamas terrorists who died in their savage attack on Israel by giving a grant and a monthly stipend to their terrorist families. Now this is part of a larger policy that they have known as pay to slay. And just keep in mind, Congress passed the Taylor Force Act back in 2017, which prohibits American tax dollars being used by the Palestinian Authority unless it cut ties with the terrorist organizations and end their pay to slay program. But allegedly, the Biden administration has not been enforcing it. The same administration that also reversed Trump's policy that halted payments to the Palestinian Authority, despite the risk of money finding its way to Hamas. But I forgot, money's not fungible. The same way Iran could not use that $6 billion to help terrorists, same thing here, right? And also really quickly, I want you guys to hear something from a Cornell professor.
It was exhilarating. It was exhilarating. It was energetic. If they weren't exhilarated by this challenge to the monopoly of violence, by this shifting of the balance of power, then they would not be human. I was exhilarated.
Yeah, you guys were probably expecting something actually smart. No, he is referring to Hamas's attack on Israel. He thinks that it is energizing and exhilarating to slaughter Jews. Energizing and exhilarating. And this is who is teaching the next generation. And we wonder why all the time, why these kids come out so damn screwed up in their heads, right? Why they are no asset to society. And it's like, we know why, right? And the best part is if you willingly take this man's class, if you willingly stand alongside him at this rally, you're probably also the same type of person who wants me to pay for your gender studies or, racial studies degree because you want to be like this man, right? Well, I'll tell you what, you can pay for it yourself. And while you're at it, remind yourself that you just paid thousands, if not $100,000 or more, so that a man can tell you that it's exhilarating to behead people, to rape people, to kidnap people, to shoot them point blank because they're Jewish.